My fiance's modern logic backfired when the rent was due. My fiance, Sarah, looked me dead in the face during dinner and said, in a modern relationship, the man's income is the floor, but the woman's income is her ceiling. Translation: my paycheck belonged to both of us, but her paycheck belonged strictly to her. I just smiled, took a sip of my water, and said, you know what? You're absolutely right. Let's go full modern. We'd been together for 3 years. I'm a software engineer making good money, and Sarah's a dental hygienist making about 70 grand. But for the last year, I'd become the household ATM. I paid the $2,800 rent, the utilities, the car insurance, and even her hot girl walk outfits. Whenever I brought up splitting the bills, she'd hit me with some TikTok philosophy about how a provider man doesn't count pennies. She was spending her entire salary on weekend trips with her bridesmaids and designer shoes that sat in our closet like museum exhibits. Meanwhile, I was stress testing my budget every month. The breaking point was when I saw she'd spent $500 of our joint grocery money on a spiritual crystal set while telling me we couldn't afford the good steak that week. When I called her out, she laughed. Babe, don't be so transactional. It's toxic. My money is my security. Your money is our life. That night, I decided to give her exactly what she asked for. I didn't argue. I didn't fight. I just went full modern. The next morning, I went to the bank and closed our joint account. I moved my direct deposit to a private account she couldn't touch. I called the landlord and told him I'd be moving out at the end of the month. I even cancelled the shared grocery delivery and the premium streaming apps. For 3 weeks, I played the part. She kept shopping, kept ordering packages, and kept acting like my bank account was a bottomless pit. She never checked the balance because she assumed I'd just keep filling it. Then, the first of the month rolled around. I was already halfway moved into my new bachelor pad when my phone started blowing up. Sarah was at the grocery store, and her card had declined for a $300 haul. Then came the email from the landlord. Rent payment failed. Immediate action required. She called me screaming, Jason, what is going on? The bank says the joint account is closed. Where is the rent money? I stayed completely calm. Oh, I just took your advice, Sarah. You said your money is your security, and mine is our life. Well, I decided I needed some security too. So I kept my salary this month. Since we are being modern, I figured you'd have your half of the rent ready to go. The silence on the other end was deafening. She didn't have her half. She didn't even have a quarter of it. She'd spent her security on a new wardrobe for a vacation I wasn't even invited to. She tried to play the victim, saying I was abandoning her. Her mom called me a deadbeat, and her sister sent me a paragraph about how real men don't play games with finances. I just sent them all a screenshot of the 12 months of bills I'd paid solo, totaling over $45,000. I told them, I'm not playing games. I'm just finally following the rules Sarah set. I'm sitting in my new place now, eating a steak I paid for with my private money. Sarah's moving back in with her parents because she can't afford our old apartment on her own. She texted me saying she never thought I'd actually leave. I just told her, I didn't leave. I just upgraded to a more modern version of my